Well, good morning, Unity of London. I hope that everybody is full and satiated after their breakfast this morning. So I'm trusting that there was lots of good food there today. Just that everybody's smiling, that everybody's had their coffee, that everything is good in your world. And so I'd like to welcome you to Unity of London today. Whether you are live at 501 Nelson Street in London, Ontario, whether you are online today on Zoom, or whether you will be listening to this at a later date, whatever your situation is, we welcome you. And so today is the first Sunday with the power of ZEAL, which is in the back of our head. And ZEAL is the inner flame that burns brightly for all to see. It is really what gets us up in the morning to do what is ours to do. And the color represented by ZEAL is orange. And we know that this past week or so, orange has represented another color in our country, the color for truth and reconciliation. And so we just bless right now all of those people who participated in some way, shape, or form in truth and reconciliation. And we pray right now that they can, just go forth in their lives in zeal, that although orange may represent awful things that have happened in their lives, that it may also represent hope and zeal in their lives. So I've got a horn that's beeping in my backyard, so you may probably hear it right now. So we'll just sort of ignore that for the time being and say, welcome home. And so we've got all sorts of different powers that are represented here at Unity of London, including love and joy, kindness, curiosity, growth, and self-expression. And so that as we connect to those powers and those feelings, may we feel transformation and evolving peace in our lives and in the world. And at Unity, we are a positive path to spiritual living. And so Unity has 5 basic principles. So I'd like you to repeat these with me if you wish. So number 1, God is all good and active in everything, everywhere. 2, I am naturally good because God's divinity is in me and in everyone. 3, I create my experiences by what I choose to think and what I feel and believe. 4, through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. And number 5, I do and give my best by living the truth I know. I make a difference. And so how do you make that difference? Well, you make that difference by inspiring people to make a positive difference in the world. And you can do that by many different ways, big and small. So you be the change that you want to see in the world. And everywhere is we can provide fellowship and education for spiritual seekers of all walks of life. So as we coexist with all different races, religions, and creeds, we provide that fellowship and education for those who wish. All right, so with, of course, today and every Sunday, we have the opportunity for you to pray with a prayer chaplain. So at 501 Nelson Street this week, Sylvia Vanderhook is there to pray with you. She will be in the prayer room or in the orange steps leading up to the prayer room. So just jump up with ZEAL on those orange steps and go to the prayer room. And if anyone online would like prayer, please just send me a message in the chat and I will pray with you after the service.
The wonders of the world came from imagination. You can set your spirit free. We all possess the gift of creation. It's inside of you and me. Each one of us can express what we see. There's a bridge from our dreams to reality. To a painter, it's the canvas. To a sculptor, the clay. It's imagination, the tool of the trade. To the teacher, it's the lesson. To the poet, the rhyme. To the student, it's the question. To the writer, the line. To the preacher, it's the sermon. To the gambler, the game. It's imagination, the tool of the trade. Imagination, it's the tool of the trade. A champion has a challenge, a salesman the pitch. It's the road to the actor, it's the soul to the rich. 'Cause what you imagine can always be made by imagination. It's the tool of the trade. Imagination, it's the tool of the trade. Imagination, it's the tool of the trade. Each one of us can express what we see. There's a bridge from our dreams to reality. 'Cause what you imagine can always be made by imagination. It's the tool of the trade. Imagination, it's the tool of the trade. Imagination, it's the tool of the trade. It's the tool of the trade.
What a great song that was. Great. So, most of that unity was founded on prayer, and that for over 130 years, Silent Unity has been praying with and for people. If you need prayer or if you want to pray for someone, you can go to 1-800-NOW-PRAY, 24 hours, 7 days a week. What an amazing service that is, and what gift. So if there are those out there who have not called 1-800-NOW-PRAY, please do yourself a favor and do that. And of course, at Unity of London, at the front of the sanctuary, we also have the prayer box. And so if you would like to pray for someone or have someone prayed for, just write their name on the piece of paper and put it in the prayer box. Those names will be collected and they be prayed over for 30 days by our prayer angels and prayer chaplain. You don't need to write what the issue is or anything, because we know that Divine Spirit is all knowing. Names, and we will hold those in prayer. And so this morning, let us go into prayer. And so if you like, just close your eyes. Let's deep breath and make. And this morning, we pray that we are grateful for the opportunity to spend this time with Unity Community. And we bless everyone attending all spiritual gatherings, knowing that there are many paths to the one God. Those watching online, those at home, and those who will. We assess the newcomer to Unity of London or to this talk. We are glad you are here. So this morning we call forth that divine power of zeal within you. That power that burns brightly within us, that raises the excitement and the happiness for life. And we pray today that everyone can feel strongly that power of zeal, that you are happy for yourself, that you are happy for your friends and your family, that you are excited about what is yours to do, whatever it may be that is in the highest and best. So we bless everyone this morning. And we also bless our leaders, praying that they feel the zeal for world peace, that they can set aside their desires for power and control and really focus on the love and in their hearts and their true nature. So we bless them today, trusting that the highest and best is unfolding in our world. And so we also bless the people in your lives. So at this time, in the silence, just whisper the names of any people that you would like to hold in prayer now. And today we also hold in prayer Unity of Vancouver and the Unity of York Region Study Group. So we bless those groups as they continue to spread continue to spread the unity word. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. And so this morning we are welcoming today's platform assistants, Renee Sala, our president of Unity of London, for the reading of the daily word, and to welcome Pauline.
Morning. Is it on there? Okay, I'll just bring it up a little bit. How's everybody today? Good. I'll just leave it there. So today's daily word is joy. I rejoice in life's simple pleasures. Life's biggest moments weddings, births, graduations, celebrations of all kinds are cause for joy. But joy is always found in life's simpler moments, the day-to-day happenings that comprise daily living. Joy is in the sunrise, in my morning prayer, in the familiar faces I love and look forward to seeing, in the satisfaction I get from my work. It is in my favorite things and in the sweet surprises that come from trying something new and different. Joy is in the comfort I find in my favorite spiritual practices and in finding God anew as I deepen in my spiritual insight. However it manifests, joy is part of me, a way to feel the peace and power of God in my heart and deep in my soul. And they ate and drank before the Lord on that day with great joy. 1 Chronicles 29:22. Our speaker is no stranger to us at Unity of London. An active member and past president of our board of directors, Pauline has been a prayer chaplain, student, and presenter of Unity principles since 2012. As a writer, trainer, certified life coach, and certified LUT, Pauline presents us today with her message, The Many Faces of ZEAL.
Thank you very much, Renee. Today will be a slightly different presentation, actually quite a bit different, because you will have a chance to see some of the faces of ZEAL. If you remember when Jesus chose his apostles, he didn't go out and pick trained elocutionists. He went across the wide horizon, invited fishermen, did invite a tax collector, Matthew, who was despised by the Jewish people because he was working for the government to get money. He invited many fishermen and apostles to be who remain practically unknown to us. If you try and look up anything about their biography, it says unknown. That was a message for us. A message that leaders have many faces. And those who have passion and zeal come in all sizes, all shapes. They don't all stand on this platform on Sunday as presenters or even, as Renee did so well, platform assistants. They may be sitting right beside you right now. And one of them is sitting right in front of Beulah. And I invite up our own Kate Shield.
Good morning. When I was 4 years old, my mom put me in ballet to try and curb my enthusiasm a little bit. Do you think it worked? Well, I was the kid who hung off the ballet bar when I was supposed to be listening to my teacher. And I went on for 10 more years in ballet, and I got these things. They're hard as a rock. And I only had this tiny little thing in here to protect my toes. I loved ballet, but I never became a prima ballerina like my idol, Karen Kane. I tried ballet again as an adult, but for some reason I couldn't spin anymore. I get dizzy And all they do in ballet is spin. So sadly, I quit and gave away all my brand new ballet gear. I still love to dance, and I tried ballroom dancing just recently. And after my second lesson, which I enjoyed thoroughly, I fell down the stairs and I hurt my knee and wasn't able to continue with that. So I think maybe the spirit was trying to tell me something, or I'm just a clumsy oaf. I'm not sure which it is. Now I do yoga, which is fabulous for me to help keep me grounded and centered, but it also keeps my zeal going. And now I sing and dance around my living room, and and unity, and it brings me so much joy and zeal. A trip to Toronto is on my bucket list for to see the National Ballet in person, and I'm looking for someone who loves ballet as much as I do to go with me. Anyone? That's it.
Thank you so much, Kate. I need to share with you that Kate was so excited when I invited her to do this, that she came out to 3 Toastmaster meetings in a row, prepared her presentation. At first, it was about that long. I said, Kate, I think that's probably long enough for an icebreaker. She went home, she shortened it to 2 minutes. She's been practicing ever since. There is a demonstration of zeal in action. And every time we see Kate come up here to the front and do her jazzy movements and clap her hands, she shows zeal. Thank you very much, Kate. I shared that zeal has many faces. I'm now going to invite up 3 people from our Unity community who all demonstrate zeal in their way. I'll invite up Noemi, Barb, Rand, and Chris Rynan. And please join me in welcoming them.
Thank you. Oh, good morning. I am Noemi Persia. I am coming here to Unity in the last 12 years. Seems like yesterday, but it's 12 years now. And I am very happy that somebody invited me to come here, and I came from the first day, and I like it, and I am here. And this place, Unity, give me a lot of motivation, inspiration, and enthusiasm every time that I come here. And I am a volunteer kitchen, and I love to do that. Thank you.
And here's Barb Rand. And I said to Barb Rand, you do not have to say one single word. Not a word. You look at Barb, and who do you see? You see someone who's a giver, someone who's a fabulous cook, someone who made those yummy scrambled eggs, went all the way somewhere out of where they live to bring sausages. She gives. She doesn't have to stand up here and say one single word. This is zeal in action. Way Barb. By the way, she broke something in her foot, wore the boots, came with a cane, now has a cane. Did you ever hear her complain? Not one single, well, George says yes, but we didn't hear her complain. She has that great smile. Yay, Barb. And Chris Winan, who I just asked this morning.
Pauline has asked me to come up here and talk about something I get excited about. This could get me in trouble. Uh, I suppose I get excited about my vehicles. I like vehicles. That's a big thing with me, but probably more than anything else, I get excited about spending time with Lorraine. It's been great. You all know her, how hard she works and what she puts out. And we're going away and I'm looking forward to that. Things just seem to get better and better between us, and that's kind of nice. So anyways, that's what I get excited about more than anything else. Thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome. Love in action. And a lot of times when I arrive here at Unity, I hear the lawnmower going, and guess whose hands are on the other side of the lawnmower? Chris Ryan's. Thank you, Chris. And the final presenter for this morning, other than myself, is someone who was thrilled to present. I thought he might be talking about cutting hair. That's not his message at all. Please join with me in welcoming Scott Duncan.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to talk this morning about this church. I'm really zealous about this church and what it stands for and what we believe, because so many people don't believe what we believe here. And I'm going to quote our good friend back there, Sylvia. She often talks about unitics. And, you know, we are unitics because a lot of people, I think, if they knew what we believed in, would say, you people are nuts. You really are lunatics. No, we're not lunatics. We're unitics because we believe in what this church stands for and what it can do for each one of us. I was going to talk a little bit more, but I'm going to cut it short because everybody was really short. I'm going to talk about the very last thing that we talk about when we do the 5 principles. We repeat them every week. For me, I need to hear them every week to remind me of what we stand for. And the last one is, I do my best with what I create, and I make a difference. I do my best by living the truth I know. It's not the truth I believe, it's the truth I know, and that's even more powerful than just knowing it. We believe it in our hearts. I really believe most of you believe that as well. And you really live this church and bring it alive. And the last part is, I make a difference. I make a difference. And I know most of you make a difference. And that's really a passionate thing that gives you zeal to know that you do make a difference, whether you make a phone call to a friend, whether you let somebody open the door for you or you open the door for them, you go and shovel somebody's driveway, remember a birthday, you live the truth you know. And that to me is very zealous, and I really believe in that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Scott. Now there's unity in action and in words. Can you feel Scott's passion? Thank you, Scott. And I know that Scott had quite a bit longer message, but he shortened it for us. Scott, you are a unitic from your toes right up to the top of your head. And we're lucky to have you with us. How to speak unity is one of the Pizza and Principles messages. And how to speak unity takes time. It takes conviction. At the back of the room, and I would really like you to stop at the table on your way out, are some ideas for ways that you can go from uh-oh to woo-hoo, Or, oh, what are they going to ask me to do? We have some people at Unity who are very committed. You heard some of them this morning. Noemi, a lot of you might never have known Noemi's name because she's in that kitchen Sunday after Sunday without a single sound, just working away. I can always get a hug from Noemi. I walk in, partly because I met her grandchildren 2 years ago through the youth leadership. There are other members of our Unity of London community who work quietly, and some not so quietly. Is one more valuable than the other? Absolutely not. I love this picture of Jesus. Now, I don't know if Jesus always smiled. And this is an artist's rendition of Jesus. I like it partly because he doesn't have blonde hair and blue eyes. I like it because he looks vibrant, energetic, passion-filled, with zeal. Why do you suppose that is? Do you think for a moment he thought that he might not be punished or ridiculed or in danger for standing up for what he believed in? He knew the dangers. He knew that everybody would not agree with him. And yet he spoke his truth. Jesus is our way shower. How can we speak and act our truth in our community? Think about it. Think about what you love to do. What brings you passion? What fills you with zeal? And I created on purpose 12 handouts. They're at the back of the room. I ran out of orange paper, so some of them are in orange. The rest are in pink. Pink is the color of, I beg your pardon? Yes. So these are ideas from Rev David in Windsor. And I added to the top, what brings a sparkle to your eye? What brings a lilt to your step? What causes you to rise up in the morning and say, yay, I can't wait to do that. I cannot wait to inspire someone today. Or I can't wait to go to my place of work. And if you're saying, can't think of anything, Pauline, there's a big long list here. And the list includes garden, cook, organize, network, analyze, entertain, play music, coordinate, use your hands, use your brain, clean, help others. And if what you love to do is not on the list, I invite you to think of something you do love doing and add it. There are only 12 back there, and I know there are way more than 12 people here. The first 12 people who go back, I'd like you to take it home, think about it. Circle what you most love to do. And if someone here said, we would love to have someone cook, you'd say, I love to cook, I'll do it, I'll do it. This is Dawn. But it's a lot of other people too. It's Barb with those great scrambled eggs. Or sew. It wouldn't be me, but it might be someone else who says, I love to sew. What is the whole idea of unity except to become committed, involved, to share our zeal, to take our zeal out into the community. Imagine what we would be like if Jesus had been so excited about the message, so thrilled, but he kept it here. He kept it inside a close container. He never spread out his arms and said, "This is what I want the world to know." Are we followers of Jesus or not? Was he our way shower? Maybe he didn't cook, but I'll bet he had some friends who were good cooks. I read a book yesterday, picked it back up, and it's called The Big Butts of Life by a man called Rick Butt. Do butts ever hold you back? Do butts ever stop you from saying, "I'm not going near that table, Pauline, forget it. Don't expect me to pick up something and volunteer, put my name in the line"? Here are some of the butts he talks about. Age. No way, Pauline, I'm retired. Don't expect me to start volunteering for a whole bunch of stuff. Or no way, I'm just starting my new career. Time, money, other people, mistakes, physical limitations, education, training, indecision, fear, forgetting, lies that we tell ourselves. Those are all part of the big butts of life. Once you become aware of them, you can start to move beyond them. Do they just affect you? They affect me sometimes too. I'm very excited about the booklets that Sylvia and Larry drove to Windsor to collect. Big, huge piles of booklets. And I'm excited about it because it is a chance for us to share our zeal. So these are the booklets. One is called Healing Thoughts. You just saw something fly out. Do you know what flew out? An invitation to be my guest at Unity. What I invite you to do is to think about the people you engage with in your community. Think about perhaps a health community, an educational community. Maybe it's a knitting group, a cooking group, a sewing group, a gardening group, Toastmasters group. And think about one person within that group who might most love to receive a booklet. You don't have to try and sell them. Sylvia could probably do that really well because she's super at sales. All you have to do is go up and say, "You know, I thought about you because I know you're going through a time right now and you might need some healing. And I have this little book. It's called Healing Thoughts. It's my gift to you. Take a look at it and let me know what you think." And you have the little card inside. And if by chance you speak Spanish, you might give them a little book called Pensamientos que Sanan. Well, thank you. I had to have practice with that. This book is entirely in Spanish. And if you know someone who's Spanish speaking, or you're part of that community, again, just one, you don't have to flood the market. It's not the idea at all. It's being very specific in who you choose to receive this gift from you. It's not about sell, sell, sell. It's you being aware of the value in this booklet for someone else. Do you think that might work? I think it might. Then we have the book called Worthy for members of the LGBTQ community in English. And within it are stories from some of our Unity ministers, anecdotes. One that I just opened to that says, I refused to lie. It's also digno in Espanol. So there are a few of these booklets in the back, not a lot. So if you can think of someone who might enjoy receiving that, then you're free to take it with an invitation card. The board members will be talking more about this later, sharing ideas. And we are most zealous in hearing your ideas. Please do not think that our Unity community is only run by 3 or 4 board members who have their meetings on Sunday after the service or on Sunday night. Every single person's opinion matters. You matter. Without you, there would be no unity. Without you, there would be no variety, no many faces of zeal. It would be kind of boring. I would like to have had more people step up this morning, but I chose people that I thought represented our many faces. I asked someone who said, I don't think I can be there on Sunday, but I see that this person did appear, and he's here right now. Gary, did you want to come up and share anything? Putting you on the spot. Yay, Gary. Doesn't have to be long at all.
Thank you. I expect you to hear.
I know.
People online.
Here you go.
I was introduced to Unity as a kid in my country of Guyana, South America. My mom introduced me to Unity. And then I learned about Unity around 2003, just around the time when my granddaughter was born and started coming here. I got to know about Unity through a guy named Bill Tallman. Anyone here remembers Bill Tallman?
Yes.
Thank you. A good friend of mine. I knew his dad. His dad lived to a very old age. And through his dad, I met Bill. And I'm grateful to be here whenever I come here. And Unity has played a very important part in my life. It has helped me to have a positive outlook on life. It has blessed my life in many ways, and I'm very thankful. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Gary. If anybody else in our community has an urge, not right now, because we're almost out of time, but in the coming weeks to share your feelings about Unity, please contact me and I will arrange to have you in the program on our Sunday service. I think it's time we started to move into the idea of us being what's called mission-centric. It's not all about me or Lorraine or Dawn or Renee. It's about you. And once we start to envision that, and once we start to incorporate the concept of inviting members outside these walls to come on in, you will see Unity grow in ways it's never grown before. We have an idea and initiative proposal sheet. I passed one to dear friend back there, Espanol. And if you have an idea or a proposal, please submit your idea. You're all welcome. How to speak unity is coming from a place of positive energy, describing the God of your understanding, letting go of past hurts or disappointments. It's living your faith. And you cannot give away something that you don't have. As you grow in positive energy, as your inner zeal increases, your impact on people around you will grow. And as you saw this morning, you don't have to be on a platform to do that. You can be you. You need to be you. Authentically genuine, divine presence in this world. If you responded with a but in your head right now, I don't know it, but if you did, come and see me and I will lend you my book, The Big Butts of Life. And if I'm swarmed by people, I'll come up with something else. It's human. It's okay. As long as you're not being dragged backwards. As long as you're not being dragged downwards. Wouldn't you rather go forward, upwards? It takes courage. I read recently that each of us is the average of the 5 people we most often associate with. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but I had a fabulous experience on Thursday morning. I met a young woman who shared that she was autistic. She had such a depth of understanding and wisdom, courage, positive energy that she has developed by years of work, that I walked away feeling as though I owed her a huge gift of gratitude. Never, ever imagine that you can stop learning from the people you're around, and that you in turn can share what you're learning. So remember, those sheets are back there. First 12 people and the booklets. Let us now go into meditation. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes, please do that. We breathe in this moment of contemplation. Take a moment just to quietly still our minds. To be quiet with our thoughts. And then to let those very thoughts float away like butterflies out of our consciousness, so that in the still, quiet harmony of this moment, we are divine presence. We breathe in our uniqueness, our capacity to feel zeal. We feel divine life force flowing through us from the top of our head through our whole body, down to the tips of our toes, the ends of our fingers. That warm glow that feeds our spiritual selves. And in the next moment or 2 moments, just be at one with divine presence. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. For all of our gifts, for the gifts of each other, for the zeal of everyone in this room. We say amen. So it is, and so we let it be.
Well, thank you very much, Pauline, and for all of the people who contributed to today's talk. And so for me, my big passions are art and travel. And so when we were singing that first song about I Imagine, in the background, there were 7 pictures of places to go in the world. So I've been to 4 of them. So that excites me a lot. And I tell you, if I was there, Kate, I would be coming to see the ballet with you. So whoever chooses to go with Kate, just have a wonderful time. And thank you to everyone in the congregation for the power of zeal that is within you now.
I am alive with the passion and power. I am alive with my purpose in life. I have the strength, the skill, the courage of faith to free the Christ inside. I am alive with the passion and power. I am alive with my purpose in life. I have the strength, the skill, the courage of faith to free the Christ inside. I am alive with the passion and power. I am alive with my purpose in life. I have the strength, the skill, the courage of faith to free the Christ inside. I free the Christ inside. I free the Christ to be I am. my purpose in life. I have the strength, the skill, the courage of faith to free the Christ inside. I am alive, the passion with power. I am alive, my life with my purpose in life. I have the strength, the skill, the courage of faith to free the Christ inside. I shall be free.
And so, as Pauline was talking about today, and with the power of zeal within each and every one of us, everybody in our community has amazing, amazing talents. And so, and we, of course, at Unity of London, use those talents of just volunteering for your time and your talents. And so we're also at this time very grateful for your donations of your treasure, which of course can be made by check, MasterCard, Visa, debit, Tidely, or by e-transfer. So we are just grateful for those financial contributions that keep the lights paid and keep the mortgage paid and keep any of our staff paid. So we're grateful for those. And we're also grateful for the people who are collecting that offering right now. And so with me, please repeat our prosperity blessing. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you. All right, so we have some special announcements coming up. Okay, so October is membership month. And to signify your intention to continue as a valued member, initial your personal membership form in the October 2024 space. Join or update your personal information by completing a new membership form, or send an email indicating your intention to unityoflondon@hotmail.com. Now, for those of you who may not be members yet, I just want to mention that it is extremely important that you become a member for several reasons. One is that your vote counts at our annual general meeting. So whatever is happening at Unity, you get to participate in that way. And the other thing too is that it is important for us to retain our church status. And one of the things that is considered in retaining our church status is the number of members that we have. So if this place is important to you and you are not a member yet, please sign up and renew your form. Okay, so this is going to be a fun event. Friday, November 15th, a dinner and a dance. Get your hippie on. So of course the theme is peace and love. And so there will be all sorts of wonderful things that will be happening there. And the admission to that is $35 per person. All right, so of course, one of the things that's going to happen at this event is there will be a silent auction. So of course, one of the things that is really great is when people donate things that they are talented at. So if you like to cook and you'd like to host like a dinner for some people, that's a great thing. So you can donate your items, books, small appliances, decorative items, or your services. Yeah, lawn maintenance, computers. What great services those would be. And then of course your talent, your music lessons, your chef service, your hair cutting, whatever you like. So please donate to the silent auction. I'm going to assume, and I may be wrong, that Amber is maybe looking after that silent auction, but if she is not, if you please ask her who is, then I'm sure she'll be able to lead you in the right direction. Okay, so now this is just an ongoing, continued music nights every Wednesday from 8 to 9:30. So this week, October the 9th, the Heartaches Duo. Oh, can you imagine? I can't even imagine the songs that they might be singing. Bob Cunningham and Bernie Gilmore. So you can let Jim Chapman know that you are going to be coming by e-transferring $10 to him at jimchapman@rogers.com. And please include your name and concert date, or you can just show up at the door and enjoy this wonderful music. All right, so you can repeat with me our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. I am the light. The love of God enfolds me. I am the love. The power of God protects me. I am the power. The presence of God watches over me. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yay, God. All right, so if you'd like to stand and join hands, and we'll sing our peace song. Okay, so before everybody heads out, I'm just wondering if anyone would like to come up to the front and just make any comments that you have about today's service. So Renee, I see you there.
Yes, good morning. I just wanted to thank Pauline because Pauline makes a difference here at Unity. Okay, just so you know, Pauline, we'd love, and just how you just, not only that you put your hand out and you reach out, that, you're asking others to reach out. So that's how it comes back. It's not just that we have to have it come back or want it, that by reaching out, the love goes around in circles. So thank you, Pauline. And thank you for all those who came for breakfast this morning.